Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live, and if you're watching later, welcome to the replay. My name is Robin, and I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and tonight I was going to show you how I'm going to add some chalkable chips to my garland. So I about forgot my chalkable chips over here. And I have to grab one more thing. Hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. I tried to get prepared, but I still forgot something. If anyone's on and you can hear me, go ahead and click the wow icon. And if you can see my workspace okay, go ahead and click the love button. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you do have any comments, go ahead and put those in uppercase letters. That way I can see them and they stand out a little better to me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to use, Chalk Couture offers these chalkable chips. They're just a round, thin chalkboard material. And they also offer these mini icons in different seasons. This transfer is called Let's Get Wicked, and it's specifically for Halloween, obviously. They also have mini icons for Christmas, and they also have them for Valentine's Day. And then they usually come out with some summer mini icons. And you'll notice that this transfer has white lines on it, and those indicate where you can cut your transfer apart. That way we can use each individual icon separately, and we don't have to use the whole sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. And I'm using the transfer trimmers from Chalk Couture. They do have a non-stick surface, and since these are sticky back reusable transfers, they will not stick to the adhesive that is on the back of these transfers. If you're new to Chalk Couture and haven't ever heard about it, go ahead and give me a 1 in the comments. If you are a designer, let me know and give me a 2 in the comments. Again, if you have any questions as I go along, type those out in all caps. That way they stand out to me and I can see them a little better. So I've got all those cut apart, and I'm just going to decide which ones I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use that one, and the October 31st, and the pumpkin, the Hocus Pocus. The spider web won't show up. And candy corn is one of my favorite things to eat this time of year. I especially like the caramel candy corn. And then Brock's has a candy corn mix that has candy corn and chocolate covered peanuts in it, and it's really good. I think I'm just going to use, I think I'll just use 8. Okay. And once again, Chalk Couture does specialize in these sticky back reusable silkscreen transfers. And because they are reusable, I'm going to go ahead and write the word back on the back of the carrier sheet. That way, after I'm done washing these, I know which transfers. And I'm going to put HP because that one's Hocus Pocus. And that one was October 31. That one was Candy. That way when I'm done washing these, I'll know exactly which little square carrier sheet these go on. That one is the bats. And this one is the ghost. Okay, we're ready to chalk. Okay, I think so I just need 8 of these chips. Put the rest away. And I haven't ever done this before, but we're sure gonna try it. This is the Crocodile Big Bite, and I've heard that it will go through these chips. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to put my hole in so that I can hang them on my banner. So we'll give it, that way I know where I need to chalk and where I don't need to chalk. Yep. Works well. Oops, sorry, that's shaking the table. I should probably do that. I'll just sorry about that. I'm kind of shaking my workspace, but kind of wanted to show you how this works. Okay, all done. Put that away. Put it in my trash. Okay. Okay, we'll start with the October 31st. And because these are new transfers, I've never ever used them, I'm going to go ahead and fuzz them. And what that does is it just takes a little bit of that stick off so that they don't stick so much that I can't pull them off of my surface. And so I just take it, put it on my surface, keeping in mind where my hole is. And I just kind of want to rub it gently so I get all those air bubbles out, so that my chalk paste doesn't seep underneath my transfer. And I think I'll use orange peel for this. This one is brand new, so I'm just going to peel off the seal. Get some of that and put it back in the jar. So I'm just going to dip my little squeegee. Actually, let's stir that up a little bit. Since it's new, we'll get it all stirred up. You want your chalk paste to be a yogurt or a thicker cake batter consistency. So you kind of want it to run off your stir stick or table knife or whatever you're using to stir up your chalk paste. You just don't want to use like a wooden skewer or a popsicle stick, because the wood will absorb the moisture from the chalk paste and it will dry it up. So, I don't know if I have any. Oh yeah, they're right here. Chalk Couture does offer these little stir sticks, but because I'm so messy, I like to use the big long ones. That way I'm not getting my fingers stuck in it. Put that over there. I'm just going to grab a little bit of chalk paste on my squeegee, put that back. And so I'm just going to take my squeegee and I'm going to run it across my transfer. And then I'm going to wipe off the excess. and put it back because we can always reuse it later. And then I'm going to peel off the transfer, and you want to either go from top to bottom or side to side, never from a corner because you might stretch out your transfer. So there's our October 31st, and I'm just going to put it in my water bath over here. Because they are reusable, I can wash the transfers and use them about 8 to 10 more times before they start to lose some of their stickiness. I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to put that one in my water bath. I'm going to close up the orange for right now because I don't think I'm going to move on to white. So there's October 31st. I think we'll do Hocus Pocus next. So I'm going to stir up my white. Kind of want it to be a yogurt or cake batter consistency. So I'll get my next chalk chip out. I'm going to use Hocus Pocus, and then I'm going to also fuzz it since I haven't used any of these transfers. So I'm just going to peel it off and put it back on once or twice, and then I'm going to stick it down to my surface. I'm going to grab a squeegee, get a little bit of white chalk paste on my squeegee. I'm just going to drag it across my surface and the transfer. I'm going to get all the excess off. You want to see your design before you peel it off, and you want to make sure you don't have any lines because those will show through after you pull your transfer off. So there's Hocus Pocus. Stir stick off. Close up my white chalk paste. And clean this off while I'm here. I can just reuse this one. That's the nice thing. Cleanup is really easy. Everything is reusable. I'm going to go on to the skeleton. Go ahead and fuzz that one since it's new. Make sure there aren't any air bubbles. White again. Just get a tiny bit, a little bit goes a long way. Off. Okay, so I'm going to peel off my skeleton transfer. There's the skeleton. Next we have the pumpkin. orange peel back out. So I'm going to peel off the carrier sheet. I'm going to fuzz it. Keep in mind where my hole is to hang on my garland later. I'm going to place the pumpkin on and make sure I don't have any air bubbles. Make sure my squeegee's clean. Remove the excess, wipe it back into my jar. I'm going to close that up for a little bit. My ceiling fan is on, and when that's on, it kind of tends to dry my paste out a little bit. So I'm going to peel that off. So I have 4. Let's move on. Let's add another color. If you know me really well, you know I'm not the biggest fan of purple, but Halloween is about the only time that I will even tolerate the color purple. So I've got my grape soda. So I think I'm gonna do the Let's Get Wicked and the bats in purple. So raise your hand in the comments if you love to watch Hocus Pocus at Halloween. That is one of my favorite movies, and I can probably watch it 365 days of the year. I don't even have to wait for Halloween to watch it. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little bit of grape soda. And we'll do this Let's Get Wicked. I'm going to remove my excess. I'm just going to leave that out for just a little bit because I think my next transfer I'm going to use purple. So then you just peel and reveal. And there's the Let's Get Wicked. And then we'll do the bats next. I need to add some green somewhere. I know bats aren't normally purple, but I need to add a little bit of purple. Can't believe I'm saying that, but add some more chalk paste. Okay. Throw that in my wash tub. My bats. And then we'll do the ghost. Get out the white again. Peel off our carrier sheet. Fuzz my transfer. Get a little bit of chalk paste on my squeegee. peel off my transfer. And there's the ghost. Okay. I think I'm gonna add candy corn. I can't decide whether to stick with my 3 colors of orange, peel, white, and purple, or if I should do the normal candy corn colors with yellow. I also haven't added any green. I could take the decisions. That's probably the hardest part about doing a project with Chalk Couture, is just deciding what colors to use. Would it be weird to have purple, orange, and white candy corn? Have you ever seen different colors? I think we'll just do the traditional. And for this, I think I'm going to pull out my multi-tool. This is the multi-tool from Chalk Couture. It's great for getting in the little detail spaces, and then this curved end is actually great for getting around the edges of your chalk paste containers. So I think we'll use that. So I'm going to dip into my orange peel. So then I can just kind of paint it on. Opened all of my containers so I can go quicker. Get a little bit of yellow. Yep, you can see that. Really quick. Goes to the side. Okay, now we'll peel it and see what happened. There you go. There's the candy corn. To the side. Okay, now we're going to attempt to tie these to the garland. I am going to unplug it now. So I'm just going to use some of this orange and white striped baker's twine, and I think I'm just going to tie it. Try this. Oops. Let's get a different pair of scissors. So I think we did this one first. So we'll start with that one because it's dry. So I'm just going to put it, I'm going to tie it right to this fabric strip garland. And if you like this fabric strip garland, I'm actually going to offer it as a class, a group class. It'll be, I think, October 17th. and it'll be at my house. I'll have the listing up on the events page of my Facebook page at Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I hopefully should have it listed either later tonight or probably tomorrow. It will have to be a prepaid class because I will have to buy the supplies like the bandanas and the fabric so that you can make your own garland. And you can either have just a plain twine garland, or you can have a lighted garland like this one, but I will ask that you'll need to bring your own either 25 count or 50 count light strand, and it can be clear lights, it can be colored lights, it can be, I know they have candy corn colored lights, orange lights. So be checking my Facebook page for that, and you can make your own Halloween garland. Just trying to figure out where the middle was. I think if I put this one here, well, hands aren't wanting to work. I'm not the best at making bows. I may have to tweak that later when I'm done. Let's see, I think my bats are dry. Does everyone have their Halloween costume picked out? If you are, let me know what you're doing in the comments. What are you dressing up as? Are you doing a couples theme? Are you doing a family theme? I was never that creative. I was lucky to get Dane to wear a Halloween costume half the time. And then when he did get a Halloween costume, he was more excited about handing out Halloween candy than he was trick-or-treating. Okay, there's those three. Tricky getting this baker's twine through. Okay, let's get this one in. Put this one right here. Okay, I'm going to flip my garland around. So I can, oops, sorry, so I can get the other side. Kind of do it kind of symmetrical. Sadly, I'm a very symmetrical girl. Let's see, get this. I like things even. I don't like odds. I like patterns. Weird. Anybody else that way? Do you have to have everything symmetrical? You have 2 candlesticks on one side. You have to have 2 candlesticks on the other side. Which is funny because I ask my husband a lot for design tips because he's really good at it. But he's an asymmetrical person. And if you know Jason, that's kind of ironic. But we're opposite. He is asymmetrical and I'm not. But we get by. Okay, 3 more left to go. Don't forget, if you have any questions, put those in all caps so that they stand out to me. My eyes are kind of old, so I don't, if they're in all caps, I'll be able to see them a little better. So I think we'll put that one here. Oops. Okay, so we'll do the Let's Get Wicked one next. Hi Mary, hi Jason. Glad you could pop on this evening. I was asking earlier when I was doing this chalkable chip who liked to watch Hocus Pocus. It's one of my favorite movies, and just like Christmas movies, I could probably watch Hocus Pocus all year long and never get tired of it. So raise your hand if you like Hocus Pocus too. Okay, last one. Speaking of Hocus Pocus, this one is the last one. It says Hocus Pocus. Mary, I was mentioning earlier that this is going to be my next class. It'll be on October 17th, and I'll teach you how to make one of these fabric strip garlands. You just, if you want it lighted, you just have to bring your own set of either a 25 count or a 50 count light strand. I think this one's a 50 count, and I've actually folded it into thirds. Otherwise, I'll have all the fabric, I'll have all the twine, the chalkable chips, the transfer, and the paste, and you can make your own Halloween garland. There will be a pre-registration though, because I will have to buy the bandanas and the fabric. Let me plug this back in and get it flipped around. Oops. No, I got it backwards. And there is our, let's see if I can get some of these turned around, our garland. again, October, I believe the class will be October 17th. I've been having them at my house. We'll just kind of have to see where the next one is. But yeah, that's my project for tonight. Again, if you don't follow my page already, it's Robin's Egg Blue Creations on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Mary, will be a class. I'm going to have it posted tomorrow on my Facebook page, and so you can go ahead and start pre-registering for it. But yeah, it will have to be paid for ahead of time so that I have time to buy the supplies. So, any questions? Again, my chalk site is chalkcouture.com/robinseggblue, and there is a promotion going on right now. If you are a Club Couture member or if you join this month, they do have several of the surfaces, chalkboards, box frames on 50% off promotion this month. So if you haven't already joined Club Couture, which is a membership subscription that you can get monthly, there's a 3-month minimum membership requirement, but after the 3 months you can cancel at any time. It's $19.99 a month plus tax and free shipping, and you get a B-size transfer, which I actually just got my Club Couture in the mail today. So it's a exclusive B-size transfer to those members only or designers, and then you get 3 chalk paste singles with it, and it's really exciting. So I'm actually going to unveil it so you can see what it looks like. It says Happy Holidays, and it's an acorn, and I'm so excited to use it. So if you'd like to get this transfer, you can join Club Couture this month. You will have to add it as an add-on, because your subscription, if you join this month, actually wouldn't start until November 5th. So you would get November, December, and January, but you can add this this month's transfer on as an extra add-on, and you can also do a Kickstart bundle for an extra add-on, which is a 9x12 Aiden board, a multi-tool, a 3-ounce tub of chalk paste, a board and base, and a few other goodies to help you get some other projects started. Again, my Facebook page is Robin's Egg Blue Creations, Instagram, YouTube. My chalk site is chalkcouture.com/robinseggblue-creations. And if you don't have any additional questions, I'm going to sign off for the evening. Good night.